In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that helped me build my confidence to quit my full-time job and go fully self-employed. For those of you who are new here, my name is Millie and I run a business called Blink Lettering. I've been running it for the past 6 years alongside working full-time as a graphic designer, and back in July I took the leap to go fully self-employed. If you haven't watched it already, I did a whole vlog on that experience and my journey to finishing my job. Click this button here to check it out. Now I've quit my full-time job, I'm able to work more flexibly, and it has done wonders for my mental health as well. So here are the 3 things that helped me build my confidence to quit my job. Number 1 was creating a business that I was confident with. Although I've been running this business for 6 years, it's only really been recently that I have felt really confident in my business and know that I'm going in the right direction with it. It's been a very slow and steady process, especially compared to some of those businesses out there that you see that are like, quit my job in 6 months of starting my business, or quit my job after a year. For me, it was a steady process, and there's a couple of reasons behind that. Firstly, I was already working in a job that I loved. I worked full-time as a graphic designer, which is very creative in itself. And I felt like it was a great industry to be in, where I could learn so much, not just about graphic design, but also to help support my business as well. Therefore, I wanted to be in the right environment and I wanted to stay working in design agencies to help support me, give me that confidence and give me that knowledge and skill. I also knew that I didn't want to just run Blink Lettering as a business when I went full-time self-employed. I did also want to do freelance graphic design work, especially for other agencies. And I felt that I needed to get that experience to be able to turn around to agencies and say, you need me for your projects to help support them. Now I'm at a level of a senior designer and I feel confident enough to do that. So for me, it was really important to develop those skills, not just in my business, but in my career. I'd say I was probably confident enough to quit my job maybe 1 or 2 years ago. But the thing that held me back then was the financial side of stuff, which I'm going to get into a little bit later. The next thing that massively helped me with my confidence and gave me that drive to quit my job was being supported by family and friends. Whether that's them being your cheerleader or them buying your product or actually giving you physical help. My partner has cut more ribbons than he would care to count when I have done my personalised Christmas crackers, and without him I wouldn't be where I am today. He has fed me, he has made sure I've slept. I've been very lucky to have such a supportive partner on this journey, as well as many friends who have been amazing cheerleaders. If you don't have family or friends around you that get what you're doing and believe in you when you say you want to quit your job, then surround yourself with other small business friends. I have a wonderful group of calligraphers who are the best cheerleaders I could ask for. And in my lead up to handing my notice in and then my notice period and actually leaving my job, they were the biggest cheerleaders out there. Whenever I had anxiety or I had little wobbles, they were there to big me up. So if you don't have any family or friends who understand what you're doing, which is very common when it comes to running a business, then surround yourself with people that do. Get those cheerleaders. That will give you the confidence boost. And if it wasn't for that lovely group of girls cheering me on, I might not have handed my notice in when I did. It also in turn helps you build up your network and your connections, which will therefore then help bring in extra revenue for your business as well. So it can be really valuable in 2 different ways. Okay, the third and final thing, which was actually probably the most important thing for me, was financial stability, which I know sounds a little bit weird. I'm literally quitting my job and a regular paycheck to go freelance and not know when the money or where the money is coming into. I'm a massive worrier when it comes to money, but even if you're not, you still need to pay the bills, have a roof over your head, you need food too. Now, the reason I said that I wasn't ready to quit my job 1 or 2 years ago when I felt confident enough to was because I wanted to get a house. So here in the UK, it's a lot easier to get a mortgage if you are in a full-time job and you've got a regular payslip. And I wasn't earning enough in my business to basically be able to get a house. So something that has held me back is getting that house. But actually, running my business enabled me to save much quicker for that house. So that was kind of working together. After that, I planned to save 3 months worth of base money, basically. So bills, mortgage, food. I wanted to save up to 3 months worth. And unfortunately, this is something that I didn't manage to do, and why I had so many wobbles and I needed my little support group to help me out. But rather than just give up or wait a bit longer, I decided to figure out how else I could get that financial stability. So I worked out how much I roughly needed each month to just live, basically. And then I looked at what I could do to easily bring that money in. For me, that is freelance graphic design work. And I'm fortunate enough to actually still be freelancing at the company that I quit. I managed to build a very good relationship with people there, and I was very sad to leave, to be honest. So I am so grateful that I am actually able to freelance. So if you're looking to quit your job, don't necessarily see it as a complete cut-off. See how you could use your skills in your current job to be a consultant or a freelancer. Or perhaps if it's not an industry that really does that kind of thing, could you go part-time in your job? For me, I decided not to go part-time because I needed flexibility on what days I had free. So being self-employed enables me to do that, and I have a little bit more control over when I can be free. Something to bear in mind when you are working out how much you need each month is whatever you bring in, you don't get to keep all of that. You do have things like your taxes to pay, and you need to take into account that you won't get paid holiday or sick pay. So your day rate or hourly rate, or however you want to work out how much you charge as a freelancer or a consultant, needs to be a lot higher than you get paid as a salary job to cover those extra things that you're missing out on not being employed. Another thing you miss out on when you're not employed is a pension. And that is something that's really important to me. I want to make sure that I am continuing to pay into a pension. So I have actually set up a private pension. It's with a company called PENFOLD. I've seen so many small businesses recommend PENFOLD, and so far I'm loving it. I've managed to consolidate all of my pensions from all of my different workplaces. And what I love about it is that I can change each month how much I pay in to the pension pot. So if I have a really good month, I can pay in more. If I have a really bad month, I can pay in less, or just not pay anything at all. I do have a referral code for PENFOLD in the description. I think we both get a little bit of money into our pension if you sign up to that. I did do a little bit of research on lots of different private pensions, and I just felt like this worked best for me. It was super easy to set up, and I can access everything on my phone, which is so easy and helpful. So obviously a pension is a bit more of long-term stability. That's not necessarily going to help me right now. And another thing that I'm actually starting to look at a little bit further is looking into investing. So not just putting money into a savings account, how I can actually invest that money and get that money to work for itself, and therefore earn money without having to work. Obviously I'll still be working, but certain bits of money that I have can earn money. I'm very new to the investing world, so I'm not going to go into much detail there, but it's something that I feel can give me that stability in the long run. So if I'm ever ill, for example, then I do have money tucked away. And also, even though I didn't manage to save those 3 months before quitting my job, I am in the process of still saving that much. So I've got it for emergencies, basically. As someone who's self-employed, I don't get sick pay. I also need to think about things like maternity leave, because that's pretty rubbish when you're self-employed as well. So those were the 3 main things that massively helped me quit my job and have the confidence to go fully self-employed. So that's building a business that I'm confident in, getting support from family and friends, and also financial stability. If you quit your job to go fully self-employed, then share in the comments any other tips that you might have to give people that confidence boost. And if you are thinking about quitting your job, then you've got this. You can do this. I believe in you. If you're still unsure, write pros and cons for staying in your job or quitting, and have a think about some of the tips I've shared. If it's money that's holding you back, think about how you can bring that stability to give you the confidence to quit. Don't forget about the PENFOLD referral link in the comments below if you are looking to set up a pension. It's not just for small business owners, anybody can use PENFOLD, so it might be something that you're interested in looking into now. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you found it super helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more small business videos from me, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!